Legend of Total War here, with a new campaign series, a role-playing campaign series for Rome Total War. So today we are going to return to the roots of the channel and play as the Julii, which is the first regular Let's Play series that I ever did on this channel back in 2013. So we're going to be playing on very hard difficulty, of course, that's normal, and it's going to be a similar sort of style as we're doing with the Papal States campaign. I'm only going to be able to fight battles manually if I'm playing as my faction leader. And we'll just play through the campaign in a sort of role-playing side of things. Anyway, let's get in and just have some fun.
Gods. I hate Gauls. My grandfather hated them too, even before they put out his eyes. Did you think I'd be out here on the frontier without good reason? Yes, Rome needs a strong frontier. No, Rome doesn't need unwashed barbarians at her gates. So, that's why I'm here, the leader of the Julii, to bring Roman order to stinking Gauls. Revenge? That'd be good too. This war against the Gauls won't last long. And when it's done, I've got plans. This is all about power. Power in Rome. Going down that road means dealing with all my rivals. The Senate, the Greeks, those Carthaginian elephant riders, the Scipii and the Brutii families too. After all, the man who controls Rome rules the world. And one day, I will be emperor.
Now, if you remember last time, when I played as the Scipii, we refused to start the Roman Civil War. Probably won't do that this time. Okay, so, Senate mission assigned. Alright, so let's get an idea of what we should be doing. So, where's our faction leader? He's all the way over here. No, wait. Where is he?
Imperator.
Ah, there he is. Okay, so it's been a while since I played this. Alright, so, like I said, we can only fight battles manually if he's in charge of it. Now, I'll also try and structure my armies into as close to sort of historical legion as possible, at least a legion structure, meaning like not cavalry spam, have, you know, maybe 2 to 4 units of cavalry, most of it's heavy infantry with maybe a few auxiliary type units being, you know, archers or spearmen. Maybe have each legion specialize in something different, something like that. Make it seem like we're actually playing Rome. And as the Julii, we have ambitions, of course, to conquer Rome. Well, not to conquer Rome, to be the Roman emperor. And like, if you remember the Scipii campaign, we were the defenders of the Senate. We tried to do every single mission that the Senate asked of us, and then waited for the Brutii or the Julii to declare civil war, which they did eventually, but I had to give them so much territory in order to do that. Not going to be the case in this. If the Senate give us the shits, and the people love us, well, we'll march on Rome. If the Senate outlaw us or whatever, it'd be interesting to see how we go. I'd really like to take the similar sort of steps of like Julius Caesar and be like marching in, across the Rubicon and like take Rome by force, and then go into Greece and fight the Brutii over over there for control over the Rome, that kind of stuff. Anyway, so we've been told to, what is it? Senate missions to take Segesta, be greatly rewarded. All right, so what have we got to begin with?
Move out. Combining troops. Prepare to ambush.
So our guys here, these are pretty much just governors. We'll only have one general in an army. How old are you anyway? 47 years old, so we've still got a few more years with you.
Orders.
Yeah, you just stay here for the time being, because you'll be the governor there.
Orders. Sir.
Send me more hostility.
Orders.
Well, we can definitely deal with this with what we've got.
Sir. 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 Orders. Orders. Attack.
Oh, that didn't work.
Ambush in place. Sir. Sir. Leading the army. Engage the enemy. Ready to ambush. Besieging settlement, sir. Settlement under siege, sir.
Okay.
General. Prepare for
And let's do
battle.
this. We'll also listen to the general speeches most of the time. I think the speeches for Rome Total War are better than Medieval 2 Total War, but only for the Roman factions, whereas in Medieval 2 Total War, the speeches are better because there's more of them throughout. You know, the German ones are good, the English ones are good, the French ones are good, the Southern European ones are good. The Turkish, the Muslim ones and the Scottish ones are not great, but whatever. Anyway, let's get in here and capture this for the glory of the Republic. So once again, these videos will be 1080p, 60 FPS. Although last time I played this with no, not Numidia, with the right, let's just listen to
Rebellious
this.
slaves may think of victory, but we should make them think kindly of their masters' whips. They are dead men walking. Those people have never met us on a field of battle. After today, they will flee at the sound of our approach. And remember this above all. Our Roman gods are watching. Make sure they are not ashamed! Await my order!
Whatever the case is, they're definitely better speeches than Rome 2. That guy, like, most monotone voice. Every speech is the damn same. Anyway. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, with the Scipii campaign, I had it on 1080p, but it wasn't 60 FPS, and we had some performance issues, but I've since fixed that. Alright, since it's only a small army, we'll send in it's not even an army, small garrison. Send in the skirmishers first. What's going on there? Draw them out of their hidey holes. Yeah, keep shooting.
The enemy general is running away. This is no way for a leader to behave, but in battle,
Probably best to
beyond belief.
run him down. Run him down. Just hold your fire. Okay, it's just barbarian peasants left now, so that's not a big deal. If we charge into them, into their rear, that will sort them out.
The gods! Oh!
A few casualties on the Roman archers, which I probably shouldn't have done, but it's alright.
Victory! Rome has conquered!
Slaving the moody best. So we get ourselves 5,000 denarii. Sounds good. Town watch are virtually useless. I think peasants are a better option for maintaining public order in a settlement. How are we going financially? So we're only making about 500 a turn at the moment. So we've got to increase taxes or else we just can't afford it. So you're the governor of this town now. And we'll take the army, and I guess we can't move. Alright, that's fine. Actually, over here, let's recruit some more Hastati to improve the legion. We probably don't need the Shrine of Jupiter here. This will always have our capital, so Ceres will be fine here. Same with here. Just a quick building to get population growth going. Mediolanum seems like a good option to take. We could reduce our navy size. It's costing us 200 turn, but I don't think we need to worry too much. I'll keep this diplomat. Actually, I'll send it into Greece.
Your honor.
Now, whilst we do need population growth, I need money more so we can actually afford to send the troops in there to actually construct the stuff. If we're only making 500 a turn, it won't be enough to construct buildings. Right, right over here. We don't need this to grow quickly just yet, so increase those taxes. So now we're making a lot more. Okay, let's move on. Hang on, over here. Can we recruit... Alright, recruit peasants from here, which we can use to garrison these settlements. Actually, no, because it's not a recruitment pool. This draws directly from the population. We don't want that. Gauls want trade, but gods, I hate the Gauls, so fuck them. And the Senate decrees take settlement Mediolanum. We rewarded with one of the best units you can recruit. Probably Hastati, but that's fine. Send a spy along over here. See if we can get in there.
Sir! Sir!
Alright, so I'm just thinking here that if I was to go straight to Mediolanum, these guys will come straight to Segesta. Now there's no walls here, so we should probably build some walls. Another thing that we should do is maybe build a fort and put a unit in there, because that'll protect the pass.
General!
But I can't build it here because that's where the port is. So if I was going to build it, I'd have to build it like there, but they could just go around that. I would actually need to build 2 forts to block that off. But once we've taken northern Italy, we could block off all the mountainous passes. Suppose if we send these guys over here to reinforce the garrison, that'll help.
Orders! March! Moves depleted, sir.
Might even disband them. Okay, so, construction-wise, let's get... Let's see, how much trade is coming through at the moment? 268. If we build this up, it goes up to... It's considerable. Okay, let's go with that.
Yes. I cannot do that, sir. Without delay. Without delay. Out of moves.
Alright, moving on.
Sir!
No, we don't want them spoiling the Julius name. So, no. Plus, he has no good traits anyway. So they've recruited another unit in here. It's nothing major. But we have to be prepared. An army will come down here, possibly besiege Arretium. So we need to make sure these troops are ready. We're hemorrhaging from our treasury. So we need to get all this under control as soon as possible.
Imperator!
This is not going to fix our financial situation, but better than nothing. Let's take
Prepare
it.
for battle! Besieging settlement, sir!
It's hoping the gates will be open, but
Settlement under
that's
siege,
okay.
sir!
And that's all we can do, so let's move on. Apart from this.
Noble master.
I'm not really too focused on diplomacy, it's not that important.
Orders!
Okay, so I'd rather defend Mediolanum than attack us, which works well for me.
Orders! Prepare for battle!
So of course these guys are coming in here to relieve the siege. We need to make sure they don't get inside. They're coming in from the south, so they'll probably come in right behind us. depends on where we deploy, whether it be on the western side or the southern side. Which, if I had to guess, it would be on the southern side.
Today we make our own fates. The omens may say that we face disaster, but I choose to think differently. Can any true man do otherwise? Today we go into battle against the Gauls, warriors both worthy and brave in equal measure. They have been lulled into a false sense of security by a few feet of defensive wall, as if that will protect them. These people have never fought us before. Let us shock them so much that they never wish to fight us again. Now, take up the sword, string your bow, look to your arms and armor. Now comes the hour when we test Roman courage!
Alright. So yeah, they're coming in from the south. If I could just get this ram here to open the gates, because we know that we can't run these guys down properly unless there's been a breach. Basically just gotta take a guess that the cavalry's gonna go around that way. Probably should stay close to the spearmen. So while they're marching towards us, hopefully you can bash down the gate.
Have brought more men to the fight.
It's like the Battle of Alesia on a really, 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 really small scale.
Our soldiers have reached the gates with a battering ram. Our soldiers have done their work well. The battering ram has broken through the gate.
Alright. And you'll make sure that these guys here do not pass. They're not going to do it properly. We have to make sure we don't actually...
Great
I was
gods!
gonna say, don't actually
Our
capture it.
soldiers have done well this day.
They'll still go through
the
that gate.
walls are taken.
If they just want to sit there and let our archers shoot them, that works for me.
Units march!
Good. Still a little bit of ammo left, but they've taken out a whole unit now. Okay, if you're going to shoot anything, of course shoot the barbarian warlord, because he's obviously the most threat. Plus you're probably going to hit other units anyway. Okay, pretty happy with how they went. Let's keep moving forward. What have they got? Warband, skirmisher warband, okay, no problem. Closer over here. I'm a little bit concerned though, if I stand there, these guys will come down here, but I don't think they will. Oh, no, you don't.
The enemy general is slain, and now his men fear us. It is time to press the attack. The gods be praised! The enemy's hearts are full of fear, and now they flee.
Alright, so a handful of them got past, but it's nothing major. Okay, we've used up the majority of our ammunition. One of their generals dead, but they've still got... I think that might be their king, so their hardest one. And that's going to be a problem because these guys can be really hard to kill. Get in here as well. You need to stay very close by them. Make sure their morale holds. So move them up to here and then take a breather because we don't want them in any way, shape or form tired before they get into the fight here. People often say, yeah, no, why not just walk them around? But I don't know, I find it to be more or less the same speed for them to run into position and then just wait. Still got a little bit of ammo left. Nothing major. I didn't really like that in Medieval 2, they made it virtually impossible for exhausted units to become fresh again. You have to sit there for like half an hour, but this is just a couple of minutes. Although it kind of makes sense in Medieval 2. I mean, if you were exhausted, you'd need, like... You know, from actually fighting, you know, you could have wounds. And they were mostly just peasants. Or, you know, knights carrying a lot of bloody metal on them. And standing around in heavy armor isn't really a good way to recover fatigue. You know, you want to go back and get a bite to eat. This is the hard part here. While we're standing there, yeah, this is what I thought. Trying to pull him out is near pointless. Come on, get over here. No, not you. What are you doing? Okay, he seems to be... Oh, he's not safe. Get him out of there.
The
Okay, good. Enemy general dead.
slain, and now his men fear us. It is time to press the attack.
Right. Those of you that aren't really badly damaged, get in there and finish off the warband. I don't really want to send in the Triario right now because they can't be replaced. want you to shoot them. Alright, so there we go. And we've, killed everyone and taken Mediolanum. Slave the population, though. Yeah, what did I tell you? Byreme or something. Which doesn't hurt to have, but it's just another expense while it's just sitting there. How much do they cost to actually train? Yeah, I'll just leave it. Alright, so financially now, looking at it, making about 2,000 a turn. Now, we don't have a governor to stand there right now, but that's okay. Let's, we gotta finish off and take northern Italy.
Watching and waiting.
Now remember, we can't use these armies here in manually resolved battles during this roleplay. So we got to make sure that their defenses here are going to be able to hold, or we have to send him down here to prevent them from hitting Patavium. Maybe one thing that we could do is put ourselves in an intentionally weak position here, allow them to pincer us, but they may not even do it. These guys need retraining. Okay, just recruit some peasants here to maintain public order and a Temple of Jupiter.
Orders, Imperator. March!
Public order will be fine. What if I sent you over there?
March! Onward! No more moves, sir. General.
Alright, what to build here? Okay, looks good. Let's move on. Blockade the port of Syracuse. What do I get out of that? Record with one unit you can recruit. Well, I'll just send one ship down there. I reckon this will be lost to the Scipio before too long, so what does it matter? I mean, most of this here is just warband, but these guys here need recovery, so we need to send them back to Arretium. We probably could siege and win that, but yeah, it would cost us a fair bit of manpower. Bringing in some reinforcements would ensure victory easily.
Prepare for battle! Victory! Orders, prepare for battle!
Easy battle, and then we've got a clear walk to Arretium.
Today we fight against monsters. The Gauls. They are dangerous, mad, and hairy beyond reason. In victory, they are always heartless. They have been led here by strutting fools and blustering morons. Now they will pay the price. I have never lost a battle against these people. Why should I start losing now, with men such as you at my command? Another victory is at hand. Now then, look to your front. Mark your target when it comes! Units, await my orders! Trioria! Units, dismiss!
Alright, we shouldn't be up against anything too major.
Units, move out! General! Trioria! Move!
Let's see how we go. They just want to stand there? Fine, we'll move up to them. They don't have any archers, so if they'd let us, we'll just shoot them. Nope, they're not going to let us. Oh shit, I forgot to do this.
The enemy army is in flight.
Good. No need to run down any more of them, they're dead.
Victory! Orders?
Okay. So let's get a little bit closer to town. But yeah, we need guys to go in there and be retrained. Hopefully we can get some experience out of them by just adjusting a few things here and there.
Orders?
Nope.
General, orders? Leaving the army. General. Onward! Move out!
We'll still wait here for the reinforcements to be retrained before we send them any further. So recruit another one and retrain them. We don't really have any trade agreements, but we could trade with the Brutii. But also communal farming would be good because we need the population growth. Okay, looks like we can increase taxes here. It's already on high taxes. Yep, increase them there. I mean, it's good to grow the settlement, but at the same time we need the cash because it's going downhill a little bit. Okay,
Sir!
moving on. So that's a considerable increase to the size of our army, although it looks like their forces are getting pretty strong as well, numerically.
Move out! No more move!
But it's full of trash. So we'll need a peasant unit here. Actually, yeah, we'll need a peasant unit here to maintain public order. Now, I think I might adjust who the heir is going to be. Where is it? Because this guy here is 33, but it might be better off if we pick someone a little bit younger. Maybe one of these young guys here. That way we get a long period of time with a really good general, eventually. I liked it how in Rome Total War you could choose your heir, and I didn't really like it in Medieval 2 that you couldn't. Although it did make sense, you know, that it would automatically choose it for you. Sort of. Whereas in this it didn't. Because in the Roman times they'd nominate their heirs. It wasn't necessarily their firstborn. Why aren't you a nuisance? But don't really need to deal with that right now. Go deal with Gaul. Okay, moving on. Take the settlement of Caralis. So it'll be rewarded. So that's about 1,000. How long? What's the time frame have you given me for that? 10 turns. There isn't much there. If I could raise a little bit more troops, I could send this guy down here to do it.
Sir! Sir!
Lucius Julius.
General! Engage the enemy! Besieging settlement, sir! Settlement under siege, sir!
Should be easy enough. We'll be able to thin them out with the archers before going in to slaughter them in close combat. Alright, how old are you now? 50 years old, so you've still got a few more years left. So that That's your oldest grandson there. He's not bad. Alright, I'll make him the heir. For the time being. If we can find a better one, then we will.
General, prepare for battle. Settlement under siege.
All good? Yep, let's move on.
Ready to
Head
sail.
back.
Yes, Captain.
We don't need a huge... Oh, they just built walls there. Thing is, we've got to consider it. We're either going to starve that out or auto-resolve it. Unless we send him in, but he's currently busy with more important targets.
Prepare for battle.
So yeah, we outnumber them, we outpower them, this shouldn't be a problem.
A battle's never an easy thing to face, especially before breakfast. But think on this. They feel at least as bad, and don't have me to give them victory. Today we go into battle against the Gauls, warriors both worthy and brave in equal measure. On this field stand half of all our warriors, and brave men you are to a man. With so many brothers in arms here, we can do no less than give our all for victory. And that is what we will all do. For victory! They think their walls are enough to stop us. They should think again. We outnumber them by a small margin. From such small beginnings are great victories crafted. I have never yet lost a fight against these men. I have no intention of starting today. So together, we will gain another victory. Now I say, this far and no further. Here we make a stand. You all know my worth and what I have done before. Of the foes who attacked me in the past, few ever got to boast of their success. Only a fool cares for omens and portents, no matter how bad they may be. We make our own destinies, and we are not ruled by the flight of some damn bird. I have won many great victories for Rome. Be strong in that truth, and let this be one more. March on, and know that our victory is assured as long as we live and die like true Romans.
Oh man, it's a long speech. Okay, so... we've set up on a side where there are no gates. This section here would possibly be better. They won't be able to fire back at us, they don't have any missile units. I suppose you were doing well there.
Our soldiers are at the gates! Now they must batter a way through! Our soldiers have done their work well! The battering ram has broken through the gate! Show no mercy! The enemy walls are down! Make sure their soldiers are buried beneath the ruins!
Cool. Stand back. So yeah, just doing the skirmish side of things at the moment. Killing 20% of them. start marching in here. Okay, the ones that don't have any ammunition left, because they're not going to give us a chance to charge in
Great gods!
and shoot them.
Our soldiers have done well this day. The walls are taken.
See, they're coming to fight. That's okay. These guys don't have any more ammunition, and we've got them somewhat pincered. Next three, come in. Also, because they were running around so much, our infantry were able to run these guys down with ease. Exhausted. Around them. You come over here, because they'll eventually try and break through when they retreat. Stay close here and terrify them. They hit us in the flank there. It's alright, they're only barbarian cavalry. After the initial charge, they're not really that strong.
The gods have filled the heart of the enemy general with fear. Now he flees the field like a coward.
So they've done well. Now it's time for these guys to move forward, use up their javelins. Same with you guys.
The gods have filled the heart of the enemy general with fear. Now he flees the field like a coward.
No. Don't charge. Don't charge. We're not set up yet.
The enemy general is slain, and now his men fear us. It is time to press the attack.
Yeah, their warband's getting crushed now. Alright, press the attack now. Cut these guys off from the town square. The audio might be a little bit loud. Drop it down a bit. Crush them. Now, I don't think I'll be able to retrain the Hastati here because they're from the second tier military building. Probably only got the first one there.
Captured.
Oh no, we can retrain them here. That's good. Where to go after that? Well, the Senate has told us to make our way down here. Maybe I could send him down. How much time's left on that? 9 turns. We probably could still make it. I don't really care too much about listening to every one of the Senate's orders, but, you know, if it's doable, we'll, you know, maybe. I feel like ignoring it might actually be better. Because there's dangerous waters down here. Dealing with the Carthaginian navy. So if we're going to do that, I need more ships. Alright, let's see. Come on, spread that experience. There we go, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, I'll actually keep these two here to be retrained. They'll meet up with the army another time.
March. No more moves, sir.
Got reinforcements from here to replace them. We're not up against a large army, so it should be fine. Okay, what do we need next? Trade will be good. That'll increase population growth and slightly increase income. Not by any amount that would really matter. I need him to keep an eye on the pass here, just in case Gauls come through. Now, having enslaved 3 settlements here, I think maybe we need the roads here to connect up the slaves so we can get more slavery going. Okay, moving on. Now might actually be a good time to accept a ceasefire from them whilst we're busy. However, considering we're winning this war, I'll make a demand for a small amount of cash. Good. The Senate may not have approved, but if the Senate want me to go back to war with them, I shall. Anyway, we have ourselves a Quaestor. I don't know how it's pronounced. Quaestor. The lowest rank of the magistrate, usually charged with managing the treasury and the first meaningful appointment of all men looking for a political career in Rome. I reckon I'd make a good one of that, managing the treasury. I'm good with money. They don't call me the Jew of Total War for nothing.
Onward. Imperator. Orders. Joining the fleet, sir.
Of course, we could just...
Aye, Captain.
Nah, we'll be fine. They'll stay out at port for the turn.
Imperator. Imperator.
Your Honor, on my way. Moves depleted, sir.
Orders. Orders. Ready to sail.
And of course we need more ships. We've got to make sure we don't get sunk at sea. Okay, we've got ourselves Amulius Julius here, who's the faction heir. He can stay at Ariminum, send Quintus Julius, I'm assuming that's his father, to Patavium. So how are we going here with those slaves? Yep, just need a road connection to it. Alright, let's move on. Kind of no point getting a trade agreement with them, but if I can get some money out of them for it, maybe that'd be okay. No. I wouldn't make my money back on that. We'll go down and speak to the Greeks, maybe.
Aye, Captain. Aye, aye, Captain. All ashore. Ready to sail. Imperator, prepare for battle.
Okay, seems good. So more rebels out here, but I don't think they're going to attack Patavium. Now, how are we going financially? We're making about 3,000 a turn, which is sufficient. I'd like to get better troops here, so it might be better if we just don't recruit here for a little while because it depletes the manpower. Let the population grow, and then get Principes. Or Principes, or however you want to pronounce them. Your legend is pronounced Principe. However you pronounce something these days, someone will always take umbrage to it. No, that's wrong. It's not pronounced that way. It's all good. Moving on. So we're going to hold back on the recruitment for a little bit, just to not deplete our manpower.
Imperator.
Okay. So they're recruiting down here to try and resist us, but it's not going to stop us. It would be mostly just trash over here anyway, wouldn't it? Yeah, so that's going to be easy. Behavior is both tiresome and profitless. If you continue to annoy our people, there may be no chance to contain our anger. Be warned that your errors have been noted. Well, fuck you. Okay. And since the Scipii are taking so long to get to Africa, well, then I'll just... I'm thinking like our natural enemy are the Gauls, but Carthage is such a prize. I might just leave it for them to go and take. Our job is to go and conquer Gaul. Because we hate the Gauls, after all. Alright. So after we've taken this, you'll get on the boat over here and set sail for Massalia. And they can stick their peace treaty up their ass. Unless the Senate has another mission for me, which contradicts that. Suppose we don't really need that high taxes. All good. Yep. Alright, we can get some mercenaries over here. But nah, they're not Roman enough. Moving on. Or really at all. So how old are you now? 52. Don't know if we get another episode of him.
Attack!
We could also sail to Palma. Palma's a good settlement. You know, once it's been built up, right now it'd be shit.
The portents are bad, my friends, but I do not care. I know that I have brave men at my back, and only the enemy in front of me. Carthage's army stands in the field. They are not worth fearing. They die as easily as other men. They have been lulled into a false sense of security by a few feet of defensive wall, as if that will protect them. Those fools have never fought against me before. I hope to give them a nasty surprise. I have won many great victories for Rome.
Okay. It's only a minor battle, so I don't know why I would bother listening to that. I don't think they've got any missile units. It was just like town militia and peasants. So we don't have to worry about being shot on the approach.
Our soldiers are at the walls! Now they must batter a way through. Our soldiers have done their work well. Show no mercy. The enemy walls are down. Make sure their soldiers are buried beneath the ruins.
So that unit of peasants can for nothing, but it wasn't going to count for anything anyway. Right, now you three. March in there and capture the city.
Our soldiers have captured the walls! Now is the time to press on and capture this place.
Still got some javelins, so might as well use them. I mean, you tell me, what seems quicker? Walking or running and letting them take a rest? Seems pretty slow.
The gods have filled the heart of the enemy general with fear. Now he flees the field like a coward.
Well. I thought they were going to shoot him, but that works actually better.
The gods be praised! The enemy general is dead! His men know their doom approaches!
Alright, they surrendered. It's only 4 losses, so that worked out pretty well, but, you know, they didn't stand a chance to begin with. Few people to disperse amongst governed settlements. Great. And the settlement mission is successful for 1,000 denarii, which is not really a lot, but it adds up. I'd really like to build a port here so we can get the slaves over. But it's, that's not going to happen. Alright, one thing that we could do, since we've got the money, I'll hire the mercenaries and disband them to increase the population here and have peasants maintain the public order. So yeah, I think I will head over to Palma, since we're at war with them and not the Gauls just yet, again. I'm sure public order here will be fine. We should probably get rid of this. Yeah, no more recruiting for the time being. A market's good because it'll unlock different buildings. Okay, we gotta dump taxes here. Are there any mercenaries we could possibly hire to increase our population? Because we've got money now. There's no mercs there. What about here? Yep, send them to Segesta to increase population. Could also recruit the peasants from here to transfer into there, but I'm trying to increase Arretium so we can get better units. Moving on. Forget about the bloody diplomat, who cares? Blockade the port of Thermon. It's impossible for me to get there in 5 turns, so that's... Yeah, fuck you, that's impossible.
Ready to sail. Aye aye, Captain. No more moves, sir.
Not even gonna bother to try. Wait, is it? Because I could recruit... If I recruit a ship from Ariminum, I might be able to do it. So I'll give it a shot, but I don't think I can get there in time. It's good, increasing population. Get it to grow faster. quarter there's fine. Okay, since we're seemingly increasing our finances now considerably, we can afford to drop the taxes. So yeah, we're still making about 2,000 a turn. I think one of the main reasons we're making a lot of cash is because there's settlements that aren't able to construct anything. And I'm not recruiting right now, there's just no need. Moving on. No. Not opposed to it, but he's got to be a good commander.
Aye, aye, Captain.
So Palma here, a large town, good. We'll be able to build a port here. And send the slaves back to Arretium.
All ashore. Attack! Besieging settlement, sir. Settlement under siege, sir. General, prepare
I usually
for
just like to
battle.
build 3, but whatever, it's fine.
Siege, sir.
Okay, those will make good auxiliary units. I'll take that. Okay, so rebuilding here. Yeah, more sewers. Okay, we've got this. Got to send it to, was it Thermon? Yeah, Thermon.
Aye, Captain. Yes, Captain.
Yeah, we might actually make it there in time.
Sir.
So we need that population growth. So these regions here should be affected by 1.5% slavery, right? Yeah. Once we build a port here, it should go up to 2%. Moving on.
Orders.
Alright, so the Carthaginians have sent reinforcements. They obviously don't want to lose Palma, but all they've done now is sacrifice Captain Himmelcar and his band of crap. I'm going to have a look at my family tree and just gauge whether or not I really want him to be the heir. He would be better. Don't know. Anyway, let's do this.
Attack!
And then I think we should land at Narbo
Those overly proud men
and resume hostilities with the Gauls.
await my units! Units! Forward! We are units! Slingers! Units! Group dismiss! Form up! Units! Group dismiss! Units! Units!
The enemy have brought up reinforcements in a pathetic attempt to save
Oh,
themselves.
right, yeah, of course. We've got to probably deal with them first. Right, well, I'll send you to go and, actually, send you to go do it. Since I don't think they've got any cavalry. Can't get organised. Shit. Thought I might be in range, out of range there. Nope, it's not working. Because I wanted to cut them off from here. Well, we might have to actually go out and meet them on the field. It doesn't look like they're coming over here.
Our soldiers are at the gates. Now they must batter a way through. Our soldiers have done their work well. The battering ram has broken through the gate.
Okay, we're gonna have to run now. We're gonna cut them off. They're trying to go through the other way. Don't let them. Force them to turn around. Good. Now that the gate's open, we can actually run them down properly. Shit. My Balearic slingers. We're shooting them. Oh, other Balearic slingers. Alright, well, I'll just charge into them. Going well enough. Although they seem to be focusing on my general now, which I only send him out here to harass the Balearic slingers. Come on, you can break these town militia. Good. Jeez, didn't even need my infantry.
The gods be praised! The enemy's hearts are full of fear and now they flee!
Okay, I'm gonna stop firing because you're getting friendly fire.
The enemy general is killed! Fear makes a home in our enemy's hearts!
Okay, while that's going on, these guys make their way over to here to get ready to attack. Probably don't need the missile units because I don't think they can come out of the town square.
Great gods! Our soldiers have done well this day! The walls are taken!
Come on, you can bloody get him. Tower's there, but it will be fine. What are they building here? Shit, let's get inside quickly. Fuck me. Trying to bloody just mass charge them in there, but the tower's bloody getting at us. So I don't want to spend fucking half an hour micromanaging each individual unit for just such a small gain there. So what is this? Blacksmith. Which could be useful, but yeah, I'm not going to wait around for that to be constructed. Bring him over here and then let him have a rest. Okay, so yeah, have a little bit of rest before they charge in there. So it's just peasants and a general's bodyguard, nothing major. Alright, that'll do. I know they're not fully rested, but got more than enough power, just go in there and kill them. Well, so the main thing here is just making sure they don't break. And our general's pretty good. I need you to get in there, try and save this unit here. Trying to pull him out right now is going to be difficult. If we're lucky, maybe he'll get some recovery. Push him back. Try and save him.
The enemy general is running away. This is no way for a leader to behave, but in battle, it's beyond belief.
Okay, now it's just peasants. I mean, even you can get in there and kill them now.
The gods be praised! The enemy general is dead! His men know their doom approaches!
He should still be alive, this unit. So 15 units, gonna make sure we're still at 15.
Victory! Rome has conquered!
Yep, there it is, it's still there. Good stuff. Alright, now we could probably sink this ship. These ships. Yeah, might be a good idea.
Prepare for
Not sink them, but just get them out of the way.
victory!
Didn't seem great.
Fleet ready! Set sail!
Alright, we'll wait here for a turn and retrain all these units.
Imperator! Daryl! Daryl!
So yeah, no extra experience gained. There's no people here. Maybe I'll have to leave a unit of Astarte behind to maintain public order. Don't think there's any more mercenaries here to hire. Okay, let's build a Temple of Jupiter. Gotta make sure the public order's under control. Lower taxes. Yeah, near the Temple of Jupiter and then the port, so I can get the slaves over here. Alright, moving on.
Aye, Captain.
Popularity gained with the masses, popularity gained with the Senate as well. Good. Okay, our army's at more or less full strength again. But yeah, we're going to have to leave someone behind to maintain public order.
Daryl! 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 Onward! Sir! Orders! March! Fleet ready! Aye, aye, Captain!
I don't think anything's going to get in our way between here and Narbo, so I'm not going to offload them this turn. this here is a large town as well, so Ariminum has actually become our largest settlement. Well, cool, I guess. That's fine. Next up... Yeah, go with that. Public order there is good. There's heaps of stuff left to build here. So let's get a peasant unit so that we can expand Segesta. I might have to do it from Arretium as well. Really need to get this up, because otherwise it's just not doing anything. Send colonists over there.
Imperator. Forward.
All good. Keeping an eye on the Gauls. They're failing to take Massalia. Narbo is not particularly useful, but we'll capture that, use it as a base of operations, and then move forward from there. Moving on. You'll be given priority for appointment to an office. Eh. Blockade the port of Carthage. Can we get there in 5 turns? I don't think so. Oh, maybe. Yeah, we should be able to get there. So now we're Edile. Thousands better than nothing. So once again, they failed to take Massilia. So maybe we should take it while it's in a weakened state.
Yes, master.
And maybe the gates might be open.
Ready to sail. Aye, aye, Captain. Imperator. Sir, disembark.
Well,
Attack.
what do you know?
Besieging settlement, sir. Settlement under siege, sir. Attack.
Let's do it.
The omens are not favorable.
Jeez, we're always not favourable. Shut the hell up. We've really got... Even if we lost 20 men to every one of them, we'd be fine. No, not that many. Maybe 5 to every one of them, but we're not going to lose that many. Alright, so we got easy pickings here. We just take the gate straight away. Now, those militia hoplites have the potential to do a lot of damage to us. It would be better for us to shoot them some way. So I'll get the Balearic slingers over here to skirmish with them. While these guys are getting ready. Also got to keep in mind that these units are fairly experienced. Although the Gauls reduce their numbers slightly, their quality is increased. It doesn't provide them any protection against missiles.
The gods have filled the heart of the enemy general with fear. Now he flees the field like a coward.
Attack! Butcher them! Slaughter them! Slaughter them! Butcher them!
Okay, they can't get up to us now. They go into combat with us out here, they're just going to break.
Butcher them! Butcher them! Butcher them!
This is...
Good, didn't even have to commit my main troops.
Victory! Rome has
Good,
conquered.
more slaves coming in through here. Okay, it's missing roads, isn't it? Yeah, so we need to build the roads here right away.
Yes, master.
The next stop is... it's just towns everywhere. So we'll head over to Narbo, make sure we've taken the coast.
Moves depleted, sir.
We're out of movement, aren't we? Yeah, more or less. Nothing else to construct out here. Okay, moving on. So financially things are looking good. We've got 15,000 in the bank there. So hang on. Was one of our allies at war with the Gauls? Yeah, so they're at war with the Gauls. Actually, they all are. How does the Senate feel about them? Not to be considered friends of Rome's. Yeah, okay, cool.
Aye, Captain. Yes, Captain.
Your honor, watch and waiting.
Let's see if we can get another open gate for us.
Onward. Yes, Captain. All ashore. Orders. Prepare for battle.
Thank you,
Besieging settlements.
spy.
This morning, an eagle circled the camp 3 times, then flew towards the rising sun. Such a portent can only mean a good day for us today. These Gauls do not need your fear. Cold steel will bring them down, just like any other men. They think their walls are enough to stop us. They should think again. I have never lost a battle against these people. Why should I start losing now, with men such as you at my command? Another victory is at hand. There is no shame in fear. There is only shame in letting fear rule you. Try not to look scared, and you'll find bravery in your heart.
Alright, fine. Okay, so the missile units are first to thin them off. Thin them out a little bit. And then, of course, the infantry to mop up the rest. Okay, I don't think they're coming back. Maybe they are. Doesn't matter either way, we're moving in.
Great gods! Our soldiers have done well this day. The walls are taken.
I don't need all my troops. Sending them all in will just probably make things too crowded. Just moving up here. Give them a bit of javelins and then go in and then fight them. Doesn't matter if we did. These
The
warbands
enemy
can't do
general
shit.
flees. Press forward so the spirit of his army is broken too. The gods be praised! The enemy general is dead! His men know their doom approaches! Enemies show their true virtue.
Dead to the last man. So we lost about a whole battalion's worth there, spread out over a few units. Don't think they'll be able to... Actually, they definitely can't be replaced here, because they can only be recruited from large towns. Well, from large towns and above. You can enslave that. So, with a road connection all the way to Arretium, it should be at 2.5%, right? Good stuff. We're seeing population grow quite rapidly now. Oops. Okay, if I send you over here and disband you, good. Alright, so Aquitania, also owned by Gauls. Let's have a look at how they are faction rating wise. So overall, we're only a little bit stronger than them. Militarily, they're much stronger, so we haven't dealt with the bulk of their armies at all. Territorially, we've surpassed them. They start off with more than us. Financially, we're richer, population, more people. So, if we have a look diplomatically, they must be at war with... No, they're just at war with us. I'm just surprised they haven't got more troops down here. They're actually allied with the Germans. Anyway, we're pretty much at an hour and a half, so we'll end the episode here. So he's still got another episode or two in him. So we'll structure these episodes just like the Papal States one, because we're focusing on role-playing with the faction leader. Let's have a look at his personal traits. Good command talent, good confident defense, consummate politician, skilled bureaucrat, Spartan. So, conqueror, been in the wars, a bit scarred, ex-Caestor, office of Aedile, useless assessor, with some other stuff. Cool. Anyway, that's the end of this episode, so like and subscribe. Part 1.1 is next, and don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.